welcome to Elections 360 with me, Shobhana K. Nair. Two phases of elections are over. Fate of 189 seats is sealed. At this juncture, one thing is amply clear, that this election is materially different from the 2019. In 2019, the Balakot surgical strikes had foregrounded every other issue. But in 2024, as the ground report suggests, caste is once again dictating the voters' preferences. The voter grievances are not entirely buried under various national issues or even international problems, as we saw in 2019. But at the end of the day, this election still is a battle for the opposition to stay relevant. And today, we are taking you to Rajgarh Lok Sabha constituency in Madhya Pradesh, which in many ways symbolizes this very battle. Here, we have 77-year-old Digvijay Singh, who is returning to the hustle and bustle of electoral politics after a gap of nearly 3 decades. We will be joined by our Madhya Pradesh correspondent Mehul Malpani, who has been touring the constituency, and he will take us through the electoral arithmetic here and the challenges that Digvijay Singh is facing. So you have been traveling all around Rajgarh. So paint us a picture. What does this constituency look like? Who are the people? And what is the caste calculus?
So we were in Rajgarh just yesterday, and Rajgarh is a constituency in Madhya Pradesh that shares its border, Rajasthan's Jhalawad, and the constituency has become important in the past, say for example, 1 month, because the Congress former Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, Congress leader Digvijay Singh is contesting from here. The constituency is actually has 8 assembly segments and is spread across 3 districts of Madhya Pradesh, that is Rajgarh, Guna, and Agar Malwa. So one seat of Agar Malwa also falls under this constituency. Now, if we talk about specifically about the constituency, it has about 16 lakh voters, and if I specifically talk about the caste calculation, the OBCs form the largest chunk that goes to about 50%. So among the OBCs, there are the Sondhiya Rajput community, the Dangi community, the Kirar community. So these are the prominent communities that of the OBC community, subcaste that form the chunk. Apart from this, the constituency also has about 15% of Dalit population, and then about, I would say, 7 to 8% of tribal population. So that is the mota chunk of this particular constituency.
Okay. Now, Congress leader Digvijay Singh, who is 77-year-old, he's contesting from here, and he's returning to this constituency nearly 3 decades after he left the hustle and bustle of electoral politics. And he entered this constituency for the first time in 1984. He won this constituency for the first time in 1984. Tell us, how exactly does a 77-year-old campaign?
So this is on record that to contest the Lok Sabha elections. He had said this on record that since I'm already a Rajya Sabha member, I would not be contesting. But Digvijay Singh, being a loyal commander of the Congress party, when the party asked him to do so, he very acceptingly he entered the fray. And now that he has entered the fray, let me tell you something very interesting about Digvijay Singh. He was the chief minister from 1993 to 2003. Now, he's not been the chief minister for 2 decades, more than 2 decades. But there is not one Congress leader in Madhya Pradesh that has a better hold on the Congress workers and organization on the ground than Digvijay Singh. Now, he had vacated this particular constituency in 1994. In 93, he became the PM, and 94, he left the Lok Sabha membership. He resigned. Right. Now, when he's come back, the thing that has happened in the past 10 years, the BJP has made very significant inroads in this constituency, right? People do respect him, especially the elders who've seen Digvijay Singh's tenure, who've seen him as their MP, as their CM. They know him, they know what he's done. But now the problem is the younger generation does not connect him that well, especially in the constituency as well, right? So what he's doing, ever since, like, as soon as he was announced a candidate, he went his old ways. So he's known for taking out Padayatras. Just a couple of years ago, in I think 2017, he took out a statewide Narmada Yatra to revive the Congress ahead of the 2018 polls, and we saw the results. Similarly, he took 100-kilometer long Padayatra with the bhajans, with dhol and nagade and all across the constituency. Along with this Padayatra, what he also did, he held very small level meetings with the Congress workers, asking them what went wrong in the past 10 years or in the past elections. He held booth level meetings, he held block level meetings, and he is definitely strongly assisted by his son, Jayavardhan Singh, who is the MLA from Raghugarh seat. That is also part of this constituency itself. So, and Digvijay Singh, of course, he belongs to the royal family of Raghugarh. His father was the titular ruler over there. So, of course, in parts of the constituency, in most parts of the constituency, people do know him. He's called Raja Sahab. Nobody names him across the constituency. Nobody uses his name. He's Raja Sahab. But then the challenge is there's a difference between being respected and being elected, right? So this is the challenge that he's at the moment has to face. On the other hand,
so who is
on
his
the other hand,
contender? So who is
right,
his opponent here?
Right. So we talked about Rodmal Nagar. So he's been an RSS man in 2014 when he'd gotten the ticket. It was after Shivraj Singh Chauhan, the then CM's recommendation, right? So he's Shivraj's man. He comes from the OBC community. He's been with the BJP for a long, long time. But the problem here is the problem with Mr. Nagar, from what we've learned here, is that people say that he's been benefiting from the Modi's popularity, from the Prime Minister's popularity, and he does not have that personal connect that Digvijay Singh enjoys. So, in a nutshell, if we summarize, it's personal connect and then Modi's popularity and the BJP's aggressive campaigning.
Okay. So, tell me something. BJP replaced more than 100 MPs sitting MPs in this election. They have not replaced Mr. Nagar. And if you were to look at the previous results, his victory margins have been very high. And if I'm not wrong, 2019, he won by a margin of 4 lakh odd votes.
4,30,000, yeah.
Yeah, 4,30,000. So my question here is, as you just mentioned that he may be lacking in personal connect. How localized are these elections? Is it an election between Digvijay Singh and Narendra Modi, or is it really an election between Digvijay Singh and Rodmal Nagar?
Okay, so I'll first talk about, like you asked about, why the BJP did not replace him, why the BJP chose to retain his MP. So from what I understand, there are two reasons. One, they did not know that Congress will field Digvijay Singh because he had already said on record that I don't want to contest, and he's a big leader. He's a senior leader in Madhya Pradesh. He's very close to the Congress High Command as well. So probably the BJP was sort of sure that he's not going to contest. But at the same time, they do not want to give Digvijay Singh that much of importance as well. Right? So they are the BJP, one thing we know, very recently we've read that Union Home Minister Amit Shah also visited Rajgarh. And more than the local issues, he did talk about all sorts of national issues. He attacked Digvijay Singh. He talked about, I think Muslim personal law. He alleged that the Congress wants to bring back Sharia.
Amit Shah, during his speech there, also said that we need to give Digvijay Singh a grand farewell, right? And
बहुत बार ये आए, बहुत बार गए. अब समय आ गया है इनको परमानेंट विदाई देने का. राजनीति से दिग्विजय सिंह की परमानेंट विदाई राजगढ़ वालों ने करनी है.
And he quoted
Right.
and very uncharacteristically, he actually quoted a Urdu poet, if I'm not wrong. He quoted Fidwi Lahori and said, "Ashik ka janaza hai, zara jhoom ke nikle."
Zara jhoom ke nikle. Yeah.
It is
I don't remember the poet's name,
Yeah,
but yeah, he did say that. So the thing is,
let me
Digvijay Singh
just
has been
explain the line. It is lover's funeral procession. Let it move grandly. Yeah, now you were.
right. So basically, Digvijay Singh has been relevant in Madhya Pradesh politics for a very long time, and he's always spoken against the BJP, the RSS. So there has been a war of words between Digvijay Singh and a lot of BJP leaders for a long time, right? So this time, the Union Home Minister, Mr. Amit Shah, he was probably that just be done with him, give him permanent farewell from politics. It's been a long time. So that's how the next day, Digvijay Singh responded to Amit Shah, called him a liar and all sorts of things. And funnily, he says that even when we were speaking to him, that probably Amit Shah has a lot of affection for him, for Digvijay Singh. That's why, he's so much concerned about him. Yeah.
I give you 30 seconds. If you were to sum up the contest between Digvijay Singh and Rodmal Nagar, where do you think right now each one is placed?
So, if I were to sum up this election, at this moment, we definitely cannot say who has an upper hand here because the BJP cannot, or BJP does not underestimate Digvijay Singh, who is trying to reignite his old connect with the people. If I explain about a little bit about his campaign, he's visiting at least 20 to 25 villages in a day and holding 5 to 7 public meetings. In each public meeting, he and all the local Congress leaders, they start with the works that he did when he was the CM. And then he also asked the younger voters to ask their elders because they don't remember, they were probably too young or weren't even born, right? The first or second time voters. So he asked them to ask their elders,
He's also
to
saying
ask about his.
He's also making the emotional pitch that this is his last election, right?
Yes. Yeah. He has made it very clear that this is his last election and he's asking for 5 years. So, another important thing, like we talked about Ram Temple and polarization of the election, he is mentioning Ram Temple just for a bit in whatever, public speeches, public meetings I attended. He is saying that the election is not about Ram Temple. We are all Ram Bhakts. He's presenting himself as a Ram Bhakt. But the election is about who stands with you and who raises their voice for you in Delhi and Bhopal. So things like these, he's trying to, prevent some on the ground, right? On the other hand, Rodmal Nagar's election is based on Prime Minister Modi's popularity and BJP social engineering. BJP has already deployed its battery of leaders. CM Mohan Yadav has been constantly attacking Digvijay Singh. We saw Amit Shah, the big guns, and the Congress, as of now, has no plans for any national leader to come to Rajgarh and campaign for Digvijay Singh. He's going full, completely old school and localized, contesting a localized election. Yeah. So in the next 7 days, whoever probably connects with the voter better will see them past the finish line. Yeah.
Right. Thank you so much, Mehul, for joining
Thank
us in this episode of Race for Rajgarh, as I would love to call it.
Yeah.
Thank you. See you again.